Today we are doing a headliner in this Nissan Sentra. We took the headliner out of the car, took the old headliner off, and scraped the shell really clean. So we are now ready to put new headliner material on here and glue it down.
Now what we do is we pull the headliner back halfway through the shell. Doesn't have to be back. Rough estimate. And then we take our glue and we spray the shell and the headliner both. When you do it, you don't want to spray it too thick, just a nice even coat, because whenever you lay it back over it, if you have it on too thick, the headliner will leave patches where it's so thick that it'll mash down and it won't have an even layer. Now we let it dry for just a second so that it gets nice and tacky and it's not real wet still. And then we'll lay this half over. We'll get it nice and smoothed out. But you don't want to push real hard because it'll leave fingerprints. So once you get it nice and smoothed out and into all the little crevices here, when we'll pull this side forward, we'll do the same thing with the other half. Pull it back, glue both sides, do the same thing as the front side, smooth it out, let it dry first, of course. And then after that, we'll flip it over. And when we flip it over, we cut, at least maybe a 2-inch, 3-inch edge off of the side of the headliner so that we can cut it and tuck it around the sides and leave a nice smooth edge just like the original factory look. And you generally want to start in the middle and work your way to the sides and front and back. back, which usually has a nice flat surface, and you just push it on through. And the front usually has ridges and crevices for your sun visors. That gets a little more difficult than just smoothing it back. You kind of have to hold the headliner up so that it doesn't touch the glue and stick, and then you slowly just work your way down these ridges, pushing the headliner in before you let it touch down anywhere else on the headliner shell. This is a relatively easy one. Sometimes they get really difficult if they have, you know, your computers and stuff up here that tell you how much miles per gallon you're getting or your temperature and stuff. Alright, now I'm going to flip it over. This will also be the time where you can see the actual holes where your sun visors and the clips for the sun visors go in, and your rear view mirrors and your dome lights. You can see the holes, so you're going to cut those out now. Okay. Now again, same as the top, you want to glue both sides, the fabric and the actual shell. What I'm doing now is I'm cutting a relief cut fabric. Sometimes you'll have curves in the headliner shell, depending on what the make and model of the car is. And the fabric will not lay in this corner really nice if you don't cut your relief cut like this. See, if I tried to pull that before, it would have left a big spot here of pocketed fabric with air in there, and it wouldn't have turned out right. You don't want to cut it all, the relief cut, you don't want to cut all the way to the actual board. Maybe 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch shy of the board so that the material still covers when you roll it over. What I'm doing here on these edges when I cut this off here is I'm pulling this up like a sort of like a relief cut, but what it is it pulls the fabric together so it'll lay down nice here and it'll lay down nice here, and then I just cut it back because that'll get in your way if you don't cut that off when you go to put the shell back up.